Less than 24 hours after it started, the rescue was complete, meticulously planned and precisely executed.
Tonight, we have experienced a night that we will never forget, full of emotion, full of joy.
It was Tuesday, just after midnight local time, that the first miner, Florencio Avalos, emerged. He embraced his wife and sobbing 7-year-old son. But Avalos would have to wait for 23 others to be pulled to freedom before his brother Renan got out of that capsule. The world watched as the Phoenix delivered the 33 miners, the oldest, 63-year-old Mario Gomez, the youngest, 19-year-old Jimmy Sanchez. Then there's Ariel Ticona. He watched the birth of his baby girl on a monitor half a mile underground. He'll get to hold little Esperanza for the first time tonight. Finally, Luis Urzua was strapped in. The shift captain and leader of the group, he insisted on being the last man out. The moment he appeared, the world celebrated, having witnessed a true miracle. And we're hearing that some of those miners may be released from the hospital as early as tomorrow. Just another testament to how surprisingly healthy they are after such a harrowing ordeal. Diana Alvear, ABC News at the San Jose mine.
All right, we thank you, Diana. And looking live again at the mine in Chile, the road ahead for the miners will be tough as they deal with the mental stress of this ordeal. Action News reporter Glenda Lewis is live in the newsroom tonight, where she has been tracking every development in this story. Glenda?
Well, experts say the bonding experience that the men had and the positive outcome may just be the first layer of feelings for these men.
When they arrive on the surface, and, you know, the government's going to see them as national heroes.
There will be many more hugs and celebrations for each of the 33 Chilean miners rescued from about 2 months of darkness. But trauma specialist Dr. Kenneth Wolf says this honeymoon phase may really be hiding what lies beneath.
That will wear off, and then the kind of impact of trauma that they were feeling when they thought that I might not survive, I might never see my loved ones again, will start surfacing. So we went to ground zero and met with the people.
For more than 30 years, Dr. Wolf has helped ease the pain as some of the most horrific situations have played out.
We were at ground zero working with the United States Army and doing crisis debriefing for Army units deployed at ground zero. We assisted with site coordination at the Dearborn and Royal Oak postal shootings.
And now he's been closely monitoring the trapped miners in Chile and says these issues still need to surface.
And going back into the mine is going to replicate memories of the experience that they have, and they may have flashbacks. So there's a lot of periods of adjustment on a celebrity status basis, as well as on a survivor status, as well as on a personal status of having confronted, you know, what looked like a high probability of death.
So we've been watching the comments roll in on Facebook and on WXYZ.com. And here's a comment from Alexandra, and she writes, been watching the coverage since yesterday, and it was one of the most satisfying things I've ever watched. What an awesome day for Chile. Then over here on WXYZ.com, quite a few out there, and this gentleman here, Zampano, says, my cynicism is subdued. There is hope. People are basically good. Look what can be done if everybody likes each other. This is the opposite of terrorism. God bless. Great job. So no matter what these men have yet to face in the future, there is still a strong showing of support from around the world. Live in the newsroom, I'm Glenda Lewis, Channel 7 Action News. Back to you.
People just commenting what an amazing story this has been. We invite you to share your thoughts with us about the amazing story. On WXYZ.com, we will, of course, continue to track the latest developments throughout the night as they continue to get the rest of the rescuers out of that mine.